Hey, it's Hank. If you saw the video I put out the other day where I did a kind of a dry run tearing down my camper, getting ready to take it out to the campsite for the first time, this is the next day where I actually did those steps. Important things on this video: I show you how to hook up your load leveling hitch. I show you how to set your trailer brakes. Generally walk through what I go through to get the camper ready to go. So we're going to run this slide in the back bedroom. Right there, you saw it came up into a park position when it was all done. So that's in. Refrigerator secure. We're done in the bathroom area. So now we can run this slide in out here at the main operator panel. Slide in. It's very close there. Okay, that slide is in. So we're all done here. We can turn these lights out. We've already secured everything in the previous part of the video. So we've got the antenna down, home position, cranked down, awning is in. We're done inside here. I'm just going to close the door, make sure it's closed. Swing the handle over. That's good. Bring the steps up. Okay. You notice I've got the tires chocked. I'm leveled with those two boards there. I will leave the tires chocked until I'm connected to the truck. I can raise these stabilizing feet right here. Do the retract. That's it. Go ahead and pull these blocks out of the way so they don't hit anything when I raise the tongue of the trailer. Okay, these wheels also will stay chocked until we're all done. I'll leave the power on to the last thing so that I can use this electricity for the tongue jack so I don't run the battery down unnecessarily. Make sure and go ahead and retract these front jacks, stabilizers as well. Get these blocks out of the way. Okay, now we're ready to hook up to the truck. I'm gonna get the load leveling hitch out. We usually keep it in here. And there we go. Hitch is on the truck. Now we have things we're gonna need. Gonna need this little cheater bar. Gonna need this anti-sway bar device. Going to need these, two of these. All right, so that's what we'll need. You can tell, well, I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell from here that tongue is gonna have to come way up to match up with that hitch. So we'll go up with the up is the down button here. Remember, we took the stabilizing feet up before we did this. Okay, at this point we can back the truck up and see where we're at. We're going to rely on the camera here to back up. Now I do have a little zoom feature here, which will get me right in close on my hitch. line that black line right up with the ball with the hitch. And am I high enough? I did get high enough, so great. So that's pretty close. We'll go out. Okay, pretty close. So now you have to take your lock pin out, like so. We have to slide this up to get the little plate out of the way. Pretty close, but it may not slide on there. Let's see, we'll go down. Yeah, it did. Okay, now I don't want to go down until I get weight. I see I got weight right there. I just want to be right there, flush. Now I can put my lock pin back in. Okay, from here, this is where I go ahead and put my chains on so I don't forget. Put my brake cable on. Plug up the power. Then I'll put on the load leveling bars. Now on the chains, I don't want them dragging the road, so I'm going to twist them a little bit to take up some of the extra slack. And I'll hook them on. That's probably still going to be on the road at that level, so let me twist them a few more times. I'll do both of those. The brake I just tied here. This is the emergency brake. So if you would lose your hitch, hopefully that cable would pull the emergency brake here on the camper and lock up the brakes on the camper so it doesn't keep rolling down the highway. Okay, so here you have to raise your cover up a little bit, get it out of the way. Take off your locking pin here. On the other side, we're going to put the we're going to start out at the top of the third link, see how that goes. Hook it there, cheater bar, roll over. You have to hold that so you get your pin in there so it can't come back down. Alright. Okay, here's the other side. I had a little wasp nest in there I had to take care of. So, always be careful of that first time you have the camper out. You can have a wasp nest in all these little holes. So, chain to the top. Roll it in here. Where it stays. Raise up the cover. Out pin. We're going to hook this on the top of the third link. Seems I'm already on the jack, so I shouldn't be lifting the truck. I'm about to the level I want to be. I'll try this third link. Really more than I want to go since I'm already on the jack. We're going to go to the second link, which I think on this truck, I remember, now that might be right. Go to the second link. Better. Now this is an F250 with heavy duty suspension. I don't need a lot of help from these guys, but if you're trying to do this with a 150, you definitely need these, or else your truck will be sitting on the ground whenever you lower that jack. I'm gonna go to the other side and put it on the second link. Put the keeper in there already. Okay. Pull this out. Put your cheater bar on there. Get some tension on it. Now, if you're young, strong, you can lower this down gradually. It's safer. I'm old, don't want to pull a joint, so I'm just going to stand clear and let this fall. Like that. Just be sure you're clear, because this cheater bar is going to go flying, usually straight out in the direction it's aligned to. Going to go to the second link. Up it on there. It should go up much easier. You know, if you're saying, well, that's not giving any lift, remember, I'm already lifted. I'm already on the jack. So, put that down. And here's where we can see what we're actually doing. So when I raise that jack up over that tongue, truck is going to squat, but a lot of the weight will be distributed on these low distributing bars here. Okay, I'm off the ground there. Now you got to look at the truck. That has just a slight amount of squat. Just a slight amount of squat. So my options are go with that or try to get on that third chain link. I'm going to go with this little bit of squat. But all in all, I'm fairly, although the truck's squatting a little, I'm fairly level there on the tongue of the trailer. So I think that's really where I want to be on the setup. The load leveling keeps you from getting a wavy motion when you're the bucking up and down as you're going down the highway. And so that's what that helps with as far as the driver is concerned. Now this guy here, anti-sway, they call it sway control. Pull this pin out here. There's a little ball down here. Pin back in. Secure that. Then there's a ball over here. Now I'm going to loosen this up so I can move it out. Put it on there. Put the latch there. So that's on there. Now this basically it's just a brake pad on a steel rod, and that keeps your truck from side to side. You ever follow a trailer down the road and see him just start going side to side and get out of control? That's what this really helps with. So we have a heavy trailer, heavy truck. We want to crank this down pretty tight. And when I turn, you'll really hear that going creak, 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 creak. That's fine. I'd rather have that little annoyance than have the side to side just freely, available. So I'm going to go ahead and take this tongue jack rest way up. Want to get it up at least higher than your hitch, because you don't want to have something in the road and break your trailer jack off. Alright, this here you'll need as soon as you get to the campsite, so just either throw it in the back or just lay it back here where it goes in the compartment. I'm going to need this block at the campsite. Okay. Now, got to check my lights. So we'll go in, turn on the flashers. This will tell me if my brake lights and turn lights are going to work, pretty much. All right, yeah. Those are both working. So I'm good there. Now what I'm going to do is pull it up. One last check. Always get back and look. Yeah, antenna's down, awning's up, doors closed, stairs are up. I'm going to pull it. Oh, very important. I've still got the electricity plugged up. That's why you always do a final check. Always be just extra cautious about this kind of stuff. Save you a lot of embarrassment driving away from the campsite and taking a utility box with you. So we're going to unplug. Focus in there. Normal. Okay, now you don't want to lose it. You don't want to shove it the rest of the way in the hole. You want to leave it there where you can get to it, obviously, when you get to the campsite. It's right there. Okay, now I'm secured to the truck. Now I can take these off, out. So, got one there. Okay. Got the chocks out on the driver's side. Let's get the chocks out over here. All right. Now I am free to pull forward. All right, I'm in the truck. Got the windows down so I can hear what's going on back there. I'm going to just pull forward. I can extend my now you can see around the trailer a little better. I'm going to watch the trailer. I'm going to pull forward off of that those boards I've got leveled up with. I'm going to tap my brakes. Everything seems to be working. Everything's disconnected. Now I'm going to set my trailer brake. This truck has built-in trailer brake right here. You squeeze that to manually activate it, and you bump the plus and minus to give it more or less. So I have a slight incline here on this driveway. So I'm gonna roll, just rolling, a couple miles an hour. I'm gonna squeeze this, and I'm judging. I have a nice firm, stopping nice and firm, but it's not like locking up the tires on the trailer. I have a heavy setup here, so that's where I want it. And that, whenever I apply the foot brake, it's going to apply the truck brakes and that trailer brake at the same time. You want the trailer brake to do all of the stopping for the trailer. You don't want that trailer pushing your truck down the road. But on the other hand, you don't want the trailer brakes trying to stop your whole rig. That's why you have to balance it. You can hit the minus there if you have too much brake, or the plus if you want a little bit more brake. But and it's just a judgment call, but I feel like that is going to be a nice smooth operation for me when I hit the brake. The trailer's not going to push me, and it's not going to be sliding behind me while I'm trying to stop the whole truck. So that's the trailer brake. One last, after I pull out, Paranoid Hank says, one last check. Chains are off the ground. You've got your safety catch on your hitch. Got your covers all battened down. Got this little cover here, didn't lock or latch. Latch your covers. You don't have any flat tires. Everything came off where it's been parked for the whole winter. Everything's fine there. Mine, the kitchen, have to really be careful to latch that latch on my kitchen. My doors, bathroom door's locked. That door is latched and has the handle covering. The stairs are up. Any crank up vents, I saw a trailer going down the road this weekend that had the crank up style bathroom vents. I don't think I have any of those, but anyway, make sure they're cranked down, because the wind will catch them and rip them right off the top of your outfit. Okay, we're ready to roll. Take us up to the campsite, and may take a few videos of putting it back together, but it's basically the opposite of everything I've done in this video.